0-0. You're the ball on their own 25 as we get set here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Evans. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Trask. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Trask. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I've been told time and time again by a lot of big-time quarterback gurus that a big arm isn't even close to what they're looking for as the #1 quality and what makes a QB. But let's face it, when you see a guy with a big arm, you get excited. And Patrick Mahomes is that guy. Every throw in the book, he can make it.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Evans. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
About ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Atlanta.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run. It's ETN.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A first carry now for Reggie Bush. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. Jerry Rice, open right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is Bush. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got it. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it, here's ETN. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Now Jones. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that
will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Johnson, 65 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's like a pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
He's running.
Touchdown Raiders. Jacob Hollister, 88 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they had been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you...
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action now. Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Returning it, Johnson. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Off play action. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Falcons 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Johnson now returning. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Right at the 40. Back to throw. Jones. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. After the sack on 1st down, Jones throws right side, and that's complete. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They'll run on first down. Bush. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all these rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The tackle there by John Johnson. 2nd and 5 now. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Johnson, 33 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. On 1st down, it's Bush. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield. 3rd down here.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They're going to try and run, but he will not get in here. He He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 70 yards. And the Falcons use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. A little check down to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off-play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On first down, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of clean. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Around the Cowboys and the Raiders are underway.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. That gets him a first down.
Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
The Hall of Famer Jack Youngblood there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jack Youngblood. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15 he goes. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, a 9-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now ETN to start the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 24 is the mic.
Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Vita Vea. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
3 down.
Here's Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check. Bang, 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 bang.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The veteran Darrelle Revis there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Take it in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open net is Waddle, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They'll run on first down. Barkley, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8 yards to go on second down. Again, it's Barkley. And some space here. 20.
You thought you
Touchdown,
had it.
Cowboys. Saquon Barkley, 48 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Raiders 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
Pick me up. Here we go. 58, boy. 58. 58. Mike. Hey, watch your legs.
Now Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, right over there.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jack Youngblood picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The drive starts with Reggie Bush. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was brought down by Von Bell. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Raiders 7.
Second down and 8.
58's the money. 58's the money.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Oh, no.
Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24, Raiders 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he does.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, you know, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care.
He's got it at the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career, but what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there, and boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
Raiders 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Brady now to throw. Complete to Newsom. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's a give to Etienne. John Lynch, Hall of Famer of the class of 2021, there on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, ETN once more. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Javon Curse able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Brady. He's going to go up top again. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Patriots will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Now for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Koo to kick it off. Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Under pressure, they got him again. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by two-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run. Tomlinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And Brady will sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got it.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7th. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The way in. Touchdown, New England. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Pats continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Koo for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Patriots 21. Raiders nothing. Your news set to kick off.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Flip, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Javon Curse able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check my 46. All day, just like that. 450.
To throw, it's Brady. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Brady to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high, so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 12-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. We own it. Cover. Let's go. Hey, check it.
Here's Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Mike 46.
On first down, Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's swung out wide to Harris. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
46.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Ozzie Newsome there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Coup now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Patriots 28, 7.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dalvin Tomlinson, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Tries for Rice, intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago. He's got him in, complete. Pass for 20. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. Come on, get it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 59 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Brady now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. He's got his target, the tight end Newsom. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. To return it, here's Reggie Bush. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Wilson. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Dalvin Tomlinson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. To throw is Wilson. Now a desperation through downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that was a young punt, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now. And the Raiders have got him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Brady going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.